go ahead. I'm going to read for a little bit. It's going to be a long chapter, so it's going to be a two-parter. And let's see where I go. It's called Chapter 5. Chapter 5, The Window on the West. And I'm going to read about 4 or 5 pages. Oh, back. Excuse me. I have to sit up and I have to read, but but anyway, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna disappear. So okay, everyone. Everyone is doing well. Excuse me. Oh, I'm too busy. I'm doing too much. And there's some cheese and Doritos. I'm still getting over the this so much out. Not only that I am on page 663. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's begin, all right? It seemed to Sam that he had only dozed for a few minutes when he awoke to find that it was late afternoon and Faramir had come back. He had brought many men with him. Indeed, all the survivors of the foray were now gathered on a slope nearby, 200 or 300 strong. They sat in a wide semicircle, between the arms of which Faramir was seated on the ground, while Frodo stood before him. It looked strangely like the trial of a prisoner. Sam crept out from the fire, but no one paid any attention to him, and he placed himself at the end of the rows of men, where he could see and hear all that was going on. He watched and listened intently, ready to dash to his master's aid if needed. He could see Faramir's face, which was now unmasked. It was stern and commanding, and a keen wit lay behind his searching glance. Doubt was in the great eyes that gazed steadily at Frodo. Sam soon became that the captain was not satisfied with Frodo's account of himself. He returned often to Isildur's Bane. Plainly, he saw that Frodo was concealing from him some matter of great importance. But it was at the coming of the halfling that Isildur's Bane should awaken, or so one must read the words, he insisted. If then you are the halfling that was named, doubtless you brought this thing, whatever it may be, to the council of which you speak. And there Frodo made no answer. So, said Faramir. I wish then to learn from you more of it. For what concerns Boromir concerns me plenty. Ooh. And the sight of one would not be taken as a sign of doom by Boromir of Gondor. Had you had you this thing in keeping, it is hidden, you say, but is not that because you chose to hide it. No, no, because not because I choose, answered Frodo. It does not belong to me. It does not belong to any mortal, great or small. Though if any could claim it, would be Aragorn, son of Arathorn, whom I named the leader of our company from Moria to Rhoros. Why so? And not Boromir, prince of the city that the sons of Elendil founded. Because Aragorn is descended in direct lineage, father to father, from Isildur, Elender's son himself, and the sword that he bears was Elender's sword. Mm. A murmur of astonishment ran through the ring of men. Some cried aloud, the sword of Elendil comes to Minas Tirith. Great tidings, but Boromir's face was unmoved. Maybe, he said, but so great a claim will need to be established, and clear proofs will be required should this Aragorn ever come to Minas Tirith. He had not come, nor any of your company, when I set out 6 days ago. Boromir was satisfied of that claim, said Frodo. Indeed, if Boromir were here, he would answer all your questions. And since he was already at Rhoros many days back and intended then to go straight to your city, if you return, you may soon learn the answers there. My part in the company was known to him, as to all the others, for it was appointed to me by Elrond of Imladris himself before the whole council. On that errand I came into this country, but it is not mine to reveal to any outside the company. Yet those who claim to oppose the enemy would do well not to hinder it. Frodo's tone was proud. Whatever he felt, and Sam approved of it, but it did not appease Faramir. So, he said, you bid me mind my own affairs and get me back home and let you be. Boromir will tell all when he comes. When he comes, say you. Were you a friend of Boromir? Vividly before Frodo's mind came the memory of Boromir's assault upon him, and for a moment he hesitated. Boromir's eyes watching him grew harder. Boromir was a valiant member of our company, said Frodo at length. Yes, I was his friend for my part. Boromir smiled grimly. Then you would grieve to learn that Boromir is dead? Yeah, I would grieve indeed, said Frodo, then catching a look in Boromir's eyes. He faltered, dead? So do you mean that he is dead and that you knew it? You have been trying to trap me in words, playing with me? Are you now trying to snare me with a falsehood? I would not snare even an orc with a falsehood, said Boromir. How then did he die, and how do you know of it, since you say that none of the company had reached the city when you left? As to the manner of his death, I hope that his friend and companion would tell me how it was. But he was alive and strong when he departed. and he lives still for all that I know. Though surely there are many perils in the world. Many indeed, said Faramir, and treachery not the least. Sam had been getting more and more impatient and angry at this conversation. These last words were more than he could bear, and bursting into the middle of the ring, he strode up to his master's side. Begging your pardon, Mr. Frodo, he said, but this has gone on long enough. He has no right to talk to you so. After all you've gone through, as much for his good as and all these great men as for anyone else. See here, Captain. He planted himself addressing a young hobbit who had offered him what he called sauce when questioned about visits to the orchard. There was some murmuring, but also some grins on the faces of the men looking on. The sight of the captain sitting on the ground and eye to eye with a young hobbit, legs apart, bristling with wrath, was one beyond their experience. See here, for all the orcs of Mordor come down on us. If you think my master murdered this woman and then ran away, know what you need to do about it. But it's a pity that folk as talk about fighting the enemy can't let others do their bit in their own way without interfering. Patience, said Faramir, but without anger. Do not speak before your master, whose wit is greater than yours, and I do not need any to teach me of our peril. Even so, I spare a brief time in order to judge justly in a hard matter. Were I as hasty as you, I might have slain you long ago, for I am commanded to slay whom I find, and not gladly when it is needed. Neither do I talk in vain. So be comforted, sit by your master, and be silent. Sam sat down heavily with a red face. Boromir turned to Frodo again. You ask how I the know that the son of Denethor is dead. Tidings of death have many wings. Night off wings news to near kindred. He just said, Boromir was my brother. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. Like I said, it will go down. The swelling will go down so much. Each and every time. Usually a level one, but um, but anyway, I just need to go to sleep. It's making me go to sleep, people. That's why. It's not intentional, but we will start again later. Okay. Okay, everyone. Later. Safe travels and take care.